I have to tell you, the amount of people here, it's just overwhelming for us, really. It really is something. Thank you all for being here. If you want to come in, I'll give you a couple of seconds. Come on in. Don't be afraid. Rabbi Bloom has been running around, as we've all seen for the last little while, with his foreman's hard hat. He was, I guess, the unofficial chief engineer, general contractor for our new building, and as well as being responsible for many, many aspects of the project. But he didn't design it. He did have to hire an architect. The architect is Wendy Brawley of Barry J. Hogan and Associates. Wendy is well known in the city. She has worked in the role of project architect on a number of well-known institutional projects here, including our very familiar Jewish community campus. Here to tell us about the architecture of this building is Wendy Brawley.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Rabbi, for asking us to speak tonight. It's unusual that during an opening we're actually asked to talk about the building. I think it's fairly safe to say in the case of this building, the old line, build it and they will come, work tonight. And Jim, we do have an occupancy permit. I'm not sure that we have an occupancy permit for this many people. Last week when the rabbi asked for me to speak about the building, I thought, wow, the building that is, the building that was, and the building that morphed in between. In 2006, the rabbi came to us with the dream of having a synagogue on this site, and tonight it's his reality. Thank you, Rabbi Bloom, for giving us having the trust in us in order to move forward for all of those years, for all of those variations. It's been a real pleasure. To talk about the building over something that takes 8 years to do almost brings back a flood of memories of funny little stories, none of which I'm going to talk about tonight. Instead, what we did last week, when asked, we pulled out those initial drawings. And the reality is, the sketches that we prepared the first month of this project ended up in the result that we have today. There were some very specific things that we wanted in this building in order to accommodate the programming. We wanted a place to worship, a place to learn, and a place to celebrate. Some of the features of the building that the rabbi had asked us to speak about was, as you entered into the building, passing through that curved wall. The whole idea that that curved wall is in fact something physical that embraces everyone that walks through that front door. A wall that is actually detailed in such a way that it is thicker and more of a traditional type of stone wall, to be something that provides memory of synagogues in the past and future for synagogues into the future. The idea of some of this features of the building on the outside of the building on Kennevale. The symbols that are there, those are the tablets that incorporate the 10 Commandments on the wall. The Kior wash stations placed out into the main lobby. And of course the gathering place. We wanted to make sure that it would be flooded with natural light as this is. The notion of the menorah from the exterior, all it is slotted windows. But in the daytime, it is that. In the nighttime, when the lights are on inside and there's events going on, it in fact is the menorah providing light out into the community. In the Temple of Jerusalem, the light of the menorah projected outside and illuminated the world, as does the Ottawa Tourist Centre perform as a beacon of light into your community. Again, I want to thank Rabbi. Thanks very much, and we have many, many stories that we'll never be able to forget over the course of the last 8 years. Your neighbors will wonder why I've stopped coming to your garage every morning at 6:30. Thank you, and congratulations.